to start this loop, I just found the soft piano in Labs. And I laid down a minor ninth chord. You see here, it's just a minor ninth with some inversions. Also this note right here, to add a bit of dissonance and darkness to it. And after that, I just duplicated it over and I brought down 5 semitones to add more to that dark kind of feel. I also added a few more notes so that second chord was thicker than the first chord. After that, I grabbed a pad from Expand and just copy and pasted the same chords. I went to BBC Orchestra and found the violin, and I kind of just put the notes where I thought it'd sound good with the chords as more of like an ambient background type of sound. I added layers and also panning to the strings, so it was more of an orchestral type of vibe. So for the next layer, I went to BBC Orchestra again, found another string, and just laid down the same exact pattern. For the last layer of the string section, I decided to go into Contact to find a new string bank, and instead of laying down the same notes that I had for the other strings, I laid down a new progression. And for this progression, it's notes that match well with the other notes, something that doesn't counter it too much, so it's more of like a chord progression. And to get a better idea of how it sounds, here's all the strings played together. So next I wanted to find an accent, and so I went to Analog Labs and I found this bell that I thought was perfect for it. And in terms of the notes, they're kind of randomly played to what I thought sounded good, but they all fit with the chord progression linked to each bar. I feel like these atmospheric samples aren't complete without a nice low end, so I went and found this really gritty bass one shot and laid down this progression. It just follows the root note of the chord progression, except for these two notes here which deviate from the progression just to add a little bit of a unique flavor to it, as well as these notes that just kind of add a little more sauce to the end of each phrase. And for the last section of the melody, I found a pad one shot that I pitched to the right key, as well as adding some pitch automation to it so it had a little more bounce to it. After finishing up the melody, I laid down some raw and organic sounding drums. And then after I finished up the drums, I put it all together, and this is what it sounds like.